Hello everybody, Hassan here from Galaxy Invest. Just a disclaimer, this is now financial advice. You guys are free to do whatever you want. This is just me sharing my knowledge of years of research and just trying to raise awareness about some of the companies that I truly believe that they will disrupt the technologies in the next decades. So before we even dive into CRISPR Therapeutics leadership board, let's try to understand why are we doing this type of exercise. Let's try to understand what's the point of doing this, right? Like why would we look at the leadership of a company before investing in it? And the answer is really simple, right? The leadership of a company makes things happen, right? If you look at some of the pioneers company, Apple, you have Steve Jobs, obviously now Tim Cook, you're looking at Amazon, Jeff Bezos, you're looking at Microsoft, Bill Gates, and then you even had Dark Ages from Microsoft with Steve Ballmer. So, and now obviously with Satya in the helm. So these companies, whenever you talk about revolutionary companies, there are always going to be at least one person that leads the group, right? That leads the troop. And you always want to pin down the leadership for any company you try to invest. I mean, if we look at even Tesla, Elon Musk has become literally Tesla. Like there's people that invest in the company because of Elon Musk. Um, so that's a note to be made there. Now, another reason you would want to look at a leadership board is you'd want to try to get a feel of what this company is about, right? Just by looking at maybe the turnover rates of the leaders in the company, extremely important. How long has the CEO been there? Who are the founders? Why are the founders not leading the company anymore? Some of these questions have to be answered somehow, right? Either and you can get these answers through forums. You're looking at Reddit, you're looking at Twitter, different social media sites. You can definitely get some of these answers there. So it's just a matter of researching, and ultimately the point of doing this is you want to evaluate your conviction, and by researching the leadership board and the past decisions they've made, and perhaps their future decisions that will be made for their mission statement, I truly believe this is one of the things that have to be done. If you're investing in a company without even looking at who's the CEO, who are the VPs, I think that's a recipe for disaster. So that's what we'll do today. So what I'm showing here on the screen is basically the webpage for CRISPR Therapeutics on leadership. And obviously you have the CEO here, Dr. Sam. Let's just click on bio here. I did want to point out that he has been CEO of this company since 2017. So we're looking at roughly 4 years of leading the company. I think 4 years is an acceptable range. Um, and we'll look at future videos why I'm mentioning 4 years being acceptable range compared to other companies in this field of gene editing. It's extremely competitive. Things are very, very hot in this field, and to have a CEO that's been leading the company for at least 4 years, I think that's a positive. I truly believe that. So looking at some of the other details here, he joined the company in 2015. That means he's been a part of this company for 6 years. And the last point I wanted to make also on this description is that he has received a PhD in bioengineering and nanotechnology from the University of Washington, right? So why does this matter? Honestly, the credentials themselves don't matter this much, but I do want to point out that he is technical, right? I'm always drawn to leaders that are technical, especially in companies that are basically technology companies trying to disrupt the future decades. I truly believe you need to have someone in helm that understands technology, right? I made a reference to Tesla before. Elon Musk is extremely technical, like he is an engineer at heart. Now, I don't think we should put that expectation on every single other company. I just don't think that's fair. But I do think that the CEO of a company that you're looking to invest in should be technical in whatever field they're in, right? In this case, CRISPR Therapeutics, looking at a bioengineering and nanotechnology degree in PhD, that's pretty impressive. So that's something you definitely want to note here from the CEO. So I'm just going to go back here in the leadership board. So you have some other individuals here. I did want to point out this individual here, Dr. Roger Novak. So this guy here, he basically, along with Emmanuel Charpentier, they founded this company. Emmanuel Charpentier, for anyone who doesn't know, she and her partner Jennifer Huna, they basically founded the whole CRISPR, technology, right? They're the one who basically founded the whole thing for Cas9. So that's really nice. They're basically backed by individuals that really, started this whole technology a little less than 10 years ago. The last point I want to make, besides, again, you can go in this webpage and you can start looking at some of these individuals, see if they're technical enough in whatever field they're in. You can even go a step further and start researching their background. But I didn't want to mention this person here, Philippe Drouet. The reason why I'm mentioning him is because he actually joined this company recently. There's even there's a news article here on their webpage on it. And I mean, there's a description here. I'll let you read it. But you can see that he joined 2021, right? He is a chief commercial officer. Why does this matter? We saw in the previous episode, we saw that, the company was still going through clinical trials, and the discussion about commercialization, going commercial was basically the big topic of last conference call, right? That the company had. The fact that they brought this person here that has years of experience, right? You can see from the description here. He has years of experience, right? And they're basically putting him in chief commercial officer. It means that they're making big moves, right? This company here is planning to launch, and they're planning to do that very soon. Like, we're looking at the short term here. Like, this is big, hiring someone to, as a chief commercial officer is because you're not just planning to do it. Like, you're basically telling the world, hey, we just hired someone who's going to be in charge of the whole commercial aspect. So I think this is pretty big. This is very big. I do think this went under the radar from many, many analysts. Like there were a few articles on it. I think a lot of people miss out on that information. And I'm trying to look for the information when this person here got hired, Philip, when he got hired. I don't know if I'm gonna find it here. Oh yeah, here. CRISPR Therapeutics announced the appointment of Philippe Drouet as the chief commercial officer, right? February 1st. So again, all of this information is just posted online, right? I didn't dig into like some secret forum. I didn't compute any, this doesn't require any engineering knowledge. This is just like researching high level on their website. And that's why in the previous video, all I did was just overview of the website itself. Just by looking at the website of a company, you can learn so much, just like what we did here. And, again, the leadership aspect is, to me, it's everything, right? If you don't have a leader in the leading this company, if you don't have a vision, if your mission statement is like abstract, if it just doesn't make sense, you know, I truly believe that, every company has to have like those in align, right? So if you don't have those aligned, I think it's a big red flag. And there are companies out there that don't have a stable leadership. They don't have a proper mission statement. I truly believe this is something that investors should be ultimately looking at, and making their own decision ultimately, right, on whether they want to invest in the company or not. But to me, it just doesn't make sense to do that, to invest in a company that doesn't have a proper mission statement or that has an unstable leadership. Maybe long term they figure it out, but I just don't invest like that. So we're looking here at the mission webpage here of CRISPR Therapeutics, and this line here, this line here says, at CRISPR Therapeutics, we are focused on developing transformative gene-based medicines for serious human disease. Just this line, it goes back to my previous video. These guys are looking to hit big, right? They're looking to provide revolutionary technology to the world, right? That is going to cure many diseases, serious diseases, and they've already been producing positive results on actual humans with actual results. And I think it's just a matter of months before they go mass market, and I think investors will just go crazy on this company, especially after the whole pandemic era. I seriously think that there's a huge potential here. So hopefully I provided enough information here about the company, leadership, and about their mission statement, more or less. Again, all of that is available on their document, on their webpage. All that documentation is available, so feel free to look into it. So I think this is going to sum up this video. I just wanted to go again over their leadership and more or less on their mission statement. So thank you very much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, and see you in the next video. Thank you very much.